Capital Insights, exclusive political updates. Subscribe now. Recent developments in Iran have drawn attention from policymakers in Washington, as protests that emerged in several Iranian cities have been met with a strong response from Iranian authorities. According to reports from international monitoring organizations and news agencies, demonstrations that began in recent weeks have largely been suppressed by security forces. The situation has prompted discussions within the Trump administration about how the United States should respond to events unfolding in Iran, particularly as officials weigh different policy options regarding the country's government and nuclear program. The relationship between the United States and Iran has been marked by tension for decades, with disagreements over Iran's nuclear ambitions, regional influence, and human rights record. During his previous term in office, President Trump withdrew the United States from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal, and implemented what his administration described as a maximum pressure campaign involving economic sanctions. Now back in office, President Trump and his foreign policy team are facing fresh questions about how to approach Iran. According to public statements from administration officials, there are ongoing internal discussions about what actions the United States might take in response to Iran's activities, both domestically and in the broader Middle East region. These discussions reportedly include debate over diplomatic measures, economic pressures, and what kinds of support, if any, might be provided to opposition movements within Iran. Reports from human rights organizations indicate that protests in Iran, which were concentrated in several urban areas, have been met with arrests and the deployment of security personnel. According to statements from these monitoring groups, internet access was restricted in some regions during the demonstrations, a tactic that has been documented in previous instances of civil unrest in the country. News outlets citing sources familiar with administration deliberations report that officials are discussing what has been characterized as red lines regarding Iran-specific actions or thresholds that might trigger a stronger U.S. response. These discussions reportedly involve questions about Iran's nuclear program advancement, its support for allied groups in other countries, and how Washington responds to the Iranian government's handling of domestic dissent. Some analysts note that the administration faces a complex calculation determining how to support democratic aspirations within Iran while avoiding actions that could be counterproductive or escalate tensions in unpredictable ways. Public records show that members of Congress from both parties have called for various approaches, ranging from increased economic pressure to diplomatic engagement. Reflecting the range of perspectives on this issue,